Hello and welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you ready to ride this crypto wave with me? I am Tom Durante, the maestro. I got my plaque right here. A crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with just a GPU mining rig and a passion for passive income. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also like taking profits with other coins. With my background music and my music background, I did it backwards, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Now I need my script. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read the charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journey, and practical crypto tips. Oh no, I've been attacked in Starfleet. That's exactly what I always worry about. I'm probably sitting on some mining stuff. I'm literally loading it up right now. Was that the end of my intro? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I'm waiting for some people to hop in the chat if they're going to. We are looking at literally nothing. Let me pull that up real quick. We are looking at my new music. We are looking at some Bitcoin price action. Oh, I must not have drawn this to the end of the month. I'm gonna have to extend that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and extend that out a little bit. Anyway, that was a brand new single that I just released. Let me pull that up real quick. We'll get back to you in a minute there, folks. So that was a brand new single that I just released. Everywhere that you get your music. It's pretty hoppin'. So we're looking at our price action here. OCP. Okay, whatever you want, bro. I don't know what these people are talking about. Where is everyone tonight? I guess people are busy. I'm not even watching my own stream. I need to pull up my own stream. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for me to do it first. Look, HODL Harmony is live. Crypto rallies, Genius Act advances. What's this all about? I better click on it and check it out. That totally rhymed. Ba-doo-dig-a-doo. Alright, so that is called Rev Up. That is a new single by Durante's House of Music Productions. And this is my... I should have just started a YouTube channel back then, because this is a YouTube channel that I don't have any control over. But my publisher puts out my music there all the time, whenever I put out new music. So that's pretty cool. It's been streamed 4 times on YouTube. And I don't have any, I looked it up on my music stream just to see what it was doing, and I don't have any information yet because it just came out yesterday. And today we are celebrating, excuse me as I fix my chair, we are celebrating, maybe one day I will go down there and figure out how to take that leg off of the mic stand that I'm using for my camera. Sorry, bud. I just keep kicking you. So today we are celebrating 2 years since I released my very first music single. So that's pretty exciting. And that was, let me just play that for you while I'm sharing, while nobody's in here but me. So, this is a track called Earthenia. One of my favorites that I created recently. You know, I had some really good ones back in college. Maybe I need to I need to get on there, make some recordings of those, and release those. I think that would be good. It's going to be a busy summer. I got some news that I'm going to share. Maybe next week. Some interesting things that we'll talk about. So this is my first single. And if you look for the eagle-eyed ones out there, I don't know what I was thinking, but I had two different names for my company. Durante's Music House or Durante's House of Music. And when I put this out, I had decided Durante's Music House. And when I must have forgot about that, because when I put out my music channel, or my YouTube channel, my music channel, I switched it to Durante's House of Music. I like Durante's House of Music better, because I like house music and it kind of reminds me of house music. But Durante's Music House was what I initially chose. So, yeah, a little discrepancy there. So anyway, this is my first single 2 years ago. And this was the album that everything was. It was a collection of singles. So I took all of the artwork that I made and the bagel underneath it all. I don't know if you can see that. I showed that to somebody. They were like, oh my God, there's a bagel back there. I was like, yeah, it's been there all along, bro. The bagel is everywhere. All right, back into this vibe. You got to let me know how it sounds. Because I put a gate which cuts off the microphone if it gets too quiet. But I found out in my other video that in fact it did also cut out the music. So I also have the music going through a separate channel. So you gotta let me know if there's any weird delays or anything. I'll be watching this later to see for myself, but if you're in the chat, let me know. Let me know. All right, let's get into the news. I almost kind of want to leave that chart up there, but there's a chart to the whatever, it's my left, but I think it's your right. If you're looking at the screen, it's your right. But anyway, that's not confusing. I almost want to leave this chart up here while I'm talking, but I don't know, maybe, ooh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? We're getting fancy over here. Look at that. Does that help you at all? Probably not. But there it is. You can see it if you want to. Let's put it off to the side here. We'll move it over this way. Can I make that bigger? Yes, I can. Is that helpful? We're just going to keep that up on the screen there. I don't know. We'll play with it. Let's get into the news before we go on too long here with nothing. So, today's title is Crypto Rallies, Genius Act Advances. Here's a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories for your HODL Harmony livestream on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Tailored to today's developments, based on the latest available information and avoiding overlap with previous days. Thank you. These stories capture market surges, regulatory progress, and industry shakeups to keep your audience engaged. Are you engaged? That's a Star Trek. Engage. Number 1. Crypto market cap hits $3.46 trillion. The crypto market cap rose 1.2% to $3.46 trillion with $124 billion in trading volumes. Yo, Mr. Butters. How we doing? 100. Oh, I'm not even typing on the right place. I don't know. I just said yo, but I gotta throw the yo back at you. With $124 billion in trading volume, driven by institutional interest and regulatory tailwinds. All top 100 coins saw gains, led by Ethereum's 4% jump. Well, isn't that great? Number 2, Senate advances the Genius Act. The U.S. Senate voted 66-32 to advance the Genius Stablecoin Act, a key step toward federal stablecoin regulation, though a final vote is delayed until after May 26 due to a federal holiday. That federal holiday being Memorial Day, if I'm not mistaken. And what a shame. Yep, Memorial Day. Yeah. And what a shame. Us down here in Florida, we have to go to school after Memorial Day. I feel like it should be illegal to be in school after Memorial Day. And maybe it should be illegal to be in school before, before Labor Day. We should have a nice long break. Give me that. Gimme. We're watching it. This over here, wherever it is. This right here is the all-time high watch clock or whatever. I don't know if you can read any of that or whatever, but if it just all of a sudden goes pump, like as if this chart's not good enough for you, we got another one right here. That's how technically advanced we are at HODL Harmony. Number 3, Circle Eyes, $5 billion sale. Circle, issuer of USDC, is reportedly in talks to sell to Coinbase or Ripple, for $5 billion plus, stirring speculation about stablecoin market consolidation, per X posts. Interesting. That would be quite. I mean, every day there is just some new thing that's just like, oh wow, that's the most bullish thing we've ever heard. Oh, that's the most bullish thing we've ever heard. And this is what a bull market feels like. I wasn't really watching all the news the last bull market that I was in, so this is really exciting. And I certainly wasn't sharing it on YouTube. Maybe I should have been. Number 4, JP Morgan offers Bitcoin buying for you. JP Morgan Chase announced clients can now buy Bitcoin directly, a major shift for the bank, boosting institutional adoption sentiment, per X posts. Number 5, that's kind of a big deal, but I'm just going to move on because we got lots to look at. Number 5, XRP tests key support. XRP's uptrend weakened, testing critical support levels with analysis, warning of a potential drop unless it holds $1.20, per FX Street News on X. Number 6, Binance's CZ, that's the leader, the CEO, warns on crypto. Binance CEO CZ posted on X that not investing in crypto is okay. The full quote, thank you Grok, which is not here, is investing in crypto is risky. Not investing in crypto is also risky. So they just truncated that. CEO posted on X, not investing in crypto is also risky. Well, thanks. We need the first half of that for that to make sense. Urging diversification as markets rally, reflecting bullish and community sentiment. That is a wild mischaracterization, I believe. If you've seen, and I'm pretty sure I had it up on my last live stream. If not, we'll pull it up here today. The full quote is extremely important in context. This is why a bunch of news outlets you don't trust anymore, because they don't give you the full story. The full quote is, investing in crypto is risky. Not investing in crypto is also risky, therefore telling you you should be in the market if that's what you choose to do with your money, right? So this saying not investing in crypto is also risky. Urging diversification? No, I don't think so. I think that's a mischaracterization. I don't know. Proof that AI does make mistakes. You can't just trust it blindly. Also proof that my foot is falling asleep. Wake up, Bitcoin's about to break all-time high. That would be certainly exciting if it happens. And if we are here hanging out, I just saw a bump up. If we are here hanging out and it decides to inch ever and ever closer, because look at what I'm looking at. Let's see. That's what I'm looking at. That was a very smooth transition. What I'm looking at here, although we have a beautiful, nice green candle going up, what I'm looking at here is a big blue, beautiful wave of volume support. Right? This is the volume waves, and then this is the overall structure. The yellow is like a small time wave. You can see it fluctuates more within a bluer wave or whatever. We went down, and now we're coming back up. So this could be it. And if we're getting closer, then we may just hang out and watch it happen here while we talk about the news. So I'll kind of take my time here, and you just cook. You do your thing. All right. No rush. We have been waiting since February. Vitalik's Ethereum node plan. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin unveiled a new node optimization plan to boost decentralization, sparking excitement for ETH's scalability per X posts. It seems to me. Now, remember, I got into this wild world back in 2020 with only a GPU mining rig. So when I was mining on that GPU mining rig, what was I mining? I was mining Ethereum. I think first Ethereum, and then Ethereum got out of proof of work, and then I switched to Ethereum Classic. So first thing that got me into crypto was Ethereum. But the more that I learn about Ethereum, the more that I don't really like it. Because what it seems like, and this is just one man's opinion on the internet, it seems like they are constantly going backwards and saying, oh, if only we had this, and then they add it. Oh, if only we had this, and then they add it. Whereas Cardano is saying, weighing all the options, saying, what should we do? What's the best way to do this? Taking their time with it, much to the chagrin of the investors in Cardano. But Charles Hoskinson has said many times, the price to him is irrelevant. Of course, I mean, he's a billionaire, whatever. Of course it's irrelevant to him. And to us, we hope to be achieving some wealth using his token and ecosystem. So we do care about the price, but he does not. And I think that is kind of the way it should be. You know, the developer should not be concerned about what the price is on a day-to-day basis, right? He knows it's going to do well over the long run, and he's built it in with all this capabilities to achieve that. Instead of other blockchains that are like, oh, well, maybe we should do this, and yeah, let's fix this, and let's fix that, instead of doing it right the first time. Anyway, we're almost done here. Number 8, DOJ probes Coinbase hack. The U.S. Department of Justice deepened its investigation into Coinbase's $180 million to $400 million hack. Remember, it just kind of regurgitates information, so every time it talks about this, it says $180 million to $400 million hack. I'm just reading what's on here. Focusing on insider involvement, adding pressure on the exchange. Per X posts. That's just a weird thing to say, so I'm trying to make it more understandable. Let me know if it's working. Number 9, Avalanche's $113 target. Avalanche, AVAX, gained 3% with Investing Haven forecasting a $113 stretch targeted for 2025 if it breaks $91.10, driven by DeFi growth. Number 10, Trump's crypto gala hype. Justin Sun teased a Trump coin gala event tied to Trump's crypto ventures, fueling buzz around World Liberty Financial's next moves per X. I'm just gonna say per X because you know it's an X post. X post facto. All right, live stream talking points for HODL Harmony. $3.46 trillion market cap. Is this rally built to last? Drop it in the comments below. What do you think? The Genius Act progress. Stablecoin boom or bust? Circle's $5 billion sale. Who wins the USDC race? JP Morgan's Bitcoin pivot. Institutional floodgates opening? Question mark. XRP's wobble. I almost said waddle. HODL? Waddle hodl? Or cut losses? I don't know. You gotta tell me. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let's check in on our market. And here we are. Look at that. It just went big and I went small. There it is. We're looking at Bitcoin. I'm looking at you, Bitcoin. What you gonna do? Looks like it's dropping a little bit. Man, we've been waiting a long time for this. We've been waiting so long for this. Ooh, let me send one more link. I guess not everybody has... I haven't really been putting out links to this live chat. Maybe I need to text more people. Get them in here. All-time highs are imminent. I got a lot of ideas coming up for this summer, so I hope you're ready. Like I said, I've got some... I don't want to say too much, but I have some news that I will be dropping before the end of the week. Or towards the end of the week. Or next week. Or something. I'm going to try and keep it vague. Because I don't need the word getting around on what's going on. Know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright. So, I'm just seeing if we can get a couple more people lively in the conversation. I have been... I mean, the Discord has been taking off pretty well. We've been doing well. I've been trying to make it worth your while to be in there. And so, at everyone in the Discord, like for the videos and stuff, like, or just in general, like, yo, who's in here? Let me throw a little at everyone in the video section. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn how to use Discord. Or how about on live right now, all-time high, soon? Man, did you just watch yourself come up with that 100 on the screen, on the stream, as you did it in real life? That's wild. I wonder where Chris has been at. It's just like he was super into it, and then like I don't know, people are busy. I was like, huh, I don't know what happens. It's alright, it's alright. I'm in it for the long run, you know? I sit and talk to myself all the time, so I could do it on YouTube. It's the same thing. Oh, before I forget. Take a look at your screen. Tell me what you see. I'll give you a second. Take a look in the chat area. Take a look in the upper right-hand corner. Tell me what you see. Wow, that number is actually higher than this number. Yo! You see over 3,000 subscribers. Look at that. That is so wild. This has been an incredible journey. According to this statistic here, I have 1.1 thousand watch hours. So my question is, YouTube, where are my watch hours? Why does that not match up? I don't understand. I may have to get on the phone with somebody, because that's kind of frustrating. I don't understand. Either it's on a lag, and they're verifying each and every one of those 1,000 hours, or I don't know what. So I need to find out. But anyway, market is up. Look at us. Today, just today, we started our run yesterday, actually. Let's grab a little slice of this. Let's see where we're at. Because I measured this one out, but yeah, I definitely need to extend this blue thing out, because obviously we didn't hit that yet. Alright, let's see if this wants to work for me today. Hey, it does. And I can't see where the end of it is. We're gonna just go right there and I'll fix it. That's not bad. A nice little 4%, 5%. Look at that, 5% gain in a day and a half. Not too shabby. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. So, oh man, up 4%. I didn't even measure, but it's obviously down 4% or 5%, and then right back up, because we've been fighting with this line. This is an incredible resistance, and that's okay, because the more times we test the resistance, the bigger the break. Come on, any day now, any day now. It's got to be this week. It has to be. It just has to be this week. And you know what I was doing the other day, friends? I was allocating some more into ADA. Because look at that price. That looks really nice. Compared to that 80 cents, what was it? 80 something cents. Look at that. Compared to 86 cents, we're 10 cents, 11 cents off of that. 86, 74. Yeah, we are 12 cents off of that. So, you know what that sounds like to me? Smells like a Cardano sale to me. So, Cardano's in sale. On sale. Aisle 5. Get your some. Yes, I know. I was trying to mitigate that. Do you hear it now? Hey, it's keeping you engaged, right? You're like, oh, oh no, he's still there talking. So, like I said, I put a gate which like cuts off the microphone. So let me louder when I talk, because it's coming through 2 channels, because I don't know why. Let's just get rid of this gate. How's that? Okay, how are the volume levels now? I got rid of the gate. Volume good, voice good, music too loud. All good. Okay, no more gate. We don't need the gate. Leave that gate open. 'Cause Bitcoin's coming home. Alright, so Cardano's on sale at 74 cents. Love it. 74 cents. Where we at? Where we at? We buying? I'm packing bags here. Packing bags. I already got some pretty decent sized bags of Cardano, and I'm still buying. If it's under $1, I'm buying more. Can't get enough. Alright, I don't even know if I really need to check this dollar index anymore. I just want to see. I'll find something else to look at, but this is what I've been doing, so I'm going to keep doing it. Hey, look! Bitcoin's up and the dollar index is down! Just like I said it was going to be months ago when it decided to not do what I thought it was going to do. So I'm glad we finally understand each other, DXY. Thank you. You are a contrarian indicator. Okay, so the dollar is losing steam. The dollar gained some pretty good steam there, and now it's losing it. Okay, maybe it was like one last push to see if it could hold 100, and now it's dropping. So let's look at one more thing here, something that we haven't looked at yet. Oh, come on now. Let's go back out here. Okay, can I show this? Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, where are we at? Oh, these numbers are way too low. We need to be way up here. So I'm pulling up the chart for the Bitcoin hash rate, and it's a daily metric here. Oh my god, where the heck is this number? Oh, I see something. Oh, I see something. What are we looking at here? There we go. All right. So look at that hash rate. It's been climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. All right. So this is a daily line chart for the Bitcoin hash rate. We're going to start checking in with this in addition to what else we've been looking at. Oh, okay. So 2025 is right here. So since 2025, it's been kind of inching up, but pretty steady. Right? And if we were to look, let's look further back. Look at that. Let's put this on a weekly candle. Oh my. Look at that. So this is basically the entire history of Bitcoin here. And look, if I had just gotten in there, I really wish instead of Ethereum mining, I got more into Bitcoin mining at the time, because look at that. I could easily have a whole coin by now. I want to be a whole coiner. But anyway, it's okay. It's not the way the cookie crumbled. My cookie crumbled some other way. But it's okay. It's all good. Look at that. Skyrocketing. So it's never too late, I think, to get into Bitcoin. And if you can support, we're going to look at something on X here in a minute. That's going to show us why we should support this network. So let's get into that. Let's finish up our market outlook here. Let's refresh this. It looks old. Okay, we're getting a little greedy. A little bit more greedy. 69 on the Fear and Greed Index. We are healthily within the greed. We're not in extreme greed. When we get to extreme greed, is when we start to kind of think, okay, this should be petering out soon. This is really healthy. We spent some time in fear, and we kind of just jump back into the greed, and we're going to stay right here. And if we ramp it up nice and slowly into that extreme greed section, then boom, blow off top. Hopefully just one blow off top. We don't need a 2-peak market. That was extremely unhealthy. We need a 1-peak market. Boom, and down, so that we can all say, yes, that was the peak. Let's move on with our lives. Because I don't know about you, I've been waiting for this. This is going to sound a little weird. So let me come back full screen here for you. And let me switch back over to here for you. So this is going to sound a little weird. But, you know, you're talking to a guy, well, you're listening to a guy with a purple beard on YouTube. So who's weird? Me? You? I don't know. Can't figure it out. This is going to sound a little weird. I've been preparing for this moment in time for about 4 years now. 3-4 years, right? I'm so excited. I am so excited. But I'm even more excited. You ready? For the bear market. I don't know why. I'm super excited for this to blow off, for, you know, my finances to go wild, for me to make some bold decisions and moves. But I'm even more excited for afterwards, when it starts to drop, or if it doesn't, I don't know. That's kind of why I'm like, what's going to happen? Are we in a super cycle? Is it going to continue to go upwards, or is it going to come down? You think the same? No way. Butters, right? I mean, like, we've been waiting 4 years for this market to happen, and it's taken its sweet time. Bear market is where it's at. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting started, okay? Just you wait to see all the kind of crap that I get into in the bear market. And it's starting right here, right now. So I'm super excited. Like I said, I've been waiting for this moment. And it's just like, it's teasing. It's really being a tease. It's really being a tease. Finally, when we get all, you know, ready to go, in other words, without being too overtly sexual, you know, when we get ready to go, when everything's ready, warmed up and ready to go, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. But then there's always the afterwards. It's got to end, right? It's got to be over at some point. And then that's when the real work happens. That's when the real work happens. You know, we get in there, we do what we got to do, and we grind it through the bear market. Because then you get to do it all over again for the next one. And apparently we already have a date. If you remember the last live stream, there's already a date for the next peak. I want to just say off the top of my head, I think it was like May 12th, 2028 or something like that. I don't know. Let's check in. Let's finish this here. Everything pretty much looks the same. So we're going to move on. We're going to go over here because I'm not sure I'm gonna refresh this because I'm not sure. Oh man, where that's not right, is it? 2.12, maybe it is. I think everything's going up. That's why, because we just got a bump in market cap, but Amazon did too. So we were nipping at the heels here. We're, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's go right to X here. Okay. I think I sent this out to my Discord peoples. This is pretty cool. If just 1% of Bitcoin's liquidity flowed into Cardano DeFi, it would inject $20 billion into the ecosystem, significantly boosting adoption, innovation, and market activity. Very cool. That is coming. That's on the docket. Let's go to the bookmarks and reload it. If you haven't sent a Bitcoin transaction, your opinion about Bitcoin doesn't matter, according to Rajat Soni, who's a great YouTuber. I like his stuff. I agree. I think that's 100% valid. If you're just buying on Coinbase or something, and like you don't really truly understand how to use Bitcoin, then you need to stay hydrated. I mean, you need to be educated. Yeah, like that. I think that was pretty clever. But yeah, you gotta know how to use this stuff. That's why I'm here. You ask me questions, I will answer them. I got nothing better to do. Hey, we got 5 people in here, and so far it's just me and Mr. Butters. Throw it in the chat. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pin a chat message. Let's see if this works. Become a patron on Patreon. And join the conversation on Discord. Pinned message in the comment. Throw me some love in this comment section. Me and Mr. Butters, we could just go toe to toe all night, but it's more fun with more people. So throw some love in the chat if you are here. There are 5 of you. Who are you? What are your interests? You got any questions? You let me know. I'll find the answer if I don't know it. I'm a teacher. That's what I do. Or I just make something up that sounds really good and you don't question it. That's also what I do sometimes. Alright, but you didn't hear that from me. You heard that from my dad because that's where I got it from. Alright. Nice. It's already 5 p.m. Only 40 years left. Not me. Not me. Like I said, I got some plans. Charlie Hus. I don't know if he goes by Charlie, but I just find it amusing for myself to call him Charlie. Like when I'm watching his videos, I go, all right, Charlie, what do you got for me? So Charles Hoskinson, I don't know why, I just call him Charlie. He's not a personal friend of mine. Not yet anyways. They give him a Cardano chainsaw. You know, Javier Milei over there was going with the chainsaw to everything. In Argentina, they just hand these out at the airport. That's so funny. All right. So it's higher than this. We just looked at it. Breaking. This is 14 hours ago. Bitcoin quietly hits a new all-time high market cap and nobody's talking about it. This is very bullish. That's really cool. That's why we need to look at other things other than the price. That's why I look at this, right? That's what we're just looking at. Oh my gosh. You can't see the full screen. I'm just over here chatting and you don't even know what I'm looking at. So that's why we look at this. The market cap, the price, the hash rate. Alright, that's why we look at these things. I'm talking about it. Are you talking about it? Alright, one of my all-time OG favorite YouTubers, Mr. Drew Vosk. Shout out if you're watching. I hope you're watching. Throw some love my way. Because I love what you're doing. This is beautiful. And it sounds amazing. I watch his videos every day. Vosk is all in on Bitcoin mining. The Voscoin mining farm is truly going to make or break him. LOL. So, let's see. I don't know if we can see all the way at the bottom, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 miners. And this is the new, I want to say nanopod. I don't remember the name of it. But he just went up to the factory to watch these things be built, and he came home with 2 of them, and he's been buying more and more. I mean, the dude, I don't know where he gets the money from, but he must be getting it from somewhere. I mean, he mines a lot. He just went up. He went from 4 petahash of hashing power, which is a lot. It's 1,000. 1 petahash is 1,000 terahash, right? And I have like 200 terahash. So I have 0.02, 0.02 petahash. And he just went from 4 to 6, and he's considering going to 10. Bro is living the crypto mining dream. So they take in filtered air this way, and they blow the hot air out that way. And there's little places here so that the cool air just flows directly through the miner. So they've been really doing it. I don't remember what the name of that company is, but I'm sure if you watch his videos, he's all about it. All right. I saw this and I was like, this is really interesting. There's only 5.4% of Bitcoin left to be mined. Meanwhile, around 0.1% of the world has adopted Bitcoin as a primary treasury asset. Just let that sink in for a minute. 5% left to be mined. Feels like a lot. It's like 1 million Bitcoin. This feels like a lot. 0.1% of the world has adopted Bitcoin. You're still early. This is the beginning. The S-curve has not even really started yet. Think of how frantic it's going to be. It's almost scary. So we definitely, especially with all these stories going on, we definitely need to take our security seriously as any kind of a crypto person. If you hold anything, people are going to be coming after you. Potentially. I don't know. I'm just postulating here. But you got to be safe. You got to defend yourself in whatever capacity that means. 0.1% of the world fighting over 94.6 of the supply got us to $100,000 per Bitcoin. How high will 99.9% fighting over the remaining 5.4 take us? That is incredible. We are reposting that. Incredible. Just to think where we're at. And this graph here shows how much Bitcoin has been mined over time. And look how close we're like 20 out of 21. I think that's the top right there. And it's going to take another 140 years to reach the last million. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to be there to see it. Doubtful, but who knows? All right, Senator Cynthia Lummis has reportedly canceled a meeting with Ripple's CEO in DC and will not reschedule. Not all DC conversations are worth having. Bitcoin doesn't need permission, and the serious policymakers know it. That's crazy. I heard about that earlier, and I was like, what does that even mean? But yeah, so she don't want to talk. She don't want to talk. I'm just pulling up the chart over here so I can see it. Don't be a line graph. Damn it. Why did it do that? Okay, I'll screw with that later. Did it change this one as well? Okay, good. All right. Ignoring the XRP people. Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high in Argentina. Wow. $119 million in Argentinian pesos. That's crazy. Or whatever it is. ARS. 119 million. We'll be there one day in dollars. But then what will your dollars really mean? The weak currencies first, then all of them. You following me? Are you with me? There are 3 people in this chat. And one of them is me, and one of them is Mr. Butter. So who's the other one? Throw it in the chat. Oh, this is my favorite graph right here. Oh, but we're gonna listen. I forgot. We're gonna listen to Mr. Michael Saylor here for a moment. Just for a moment. I hate to interrupt my latest single. Let's see. So, Michael Saylor releases a video explaining why Bitcoin is the best asset you can own.
Bitcoin represents the greatest digital transformation of the 21st.
Oops.
Represents digital capital. The global wealth 20. Bitcoin represents the greatest digital transformation of the 21st century. It represents digital capital. The global wealth is distributed across assets that provide utility and others that preserve capital. But risk is destroying trillions of dollars of that capital every single year. And investors are turning to digital capital in the form of Bitcoin in order to avoid that risk. Digital capital is economically and technically superior to physical capital, and it represents a revolutionary advance in capital preservation. The asset class itself is growing from trillions to hundreds of trillions of dollars, and it is backed by digital power along with political and economic power. Bitcoin's the best asset you can own. The numbers speak for themselves. It makes a lot more sense to buy Bitcoin than to buy your own stock back, or to hold Bitcoin rather than holding bonds. If you're going to outperform, you're going to need Bitcoin. Luckily, you have an alternative. Public support for Bitcoin is surging, as is support for the U.S. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve.
Sell them into Bitcoin. That way, we wouldn't have to use any new dollars.
As is Wall Street support.
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
And the President of the United States says,
never sell your Bitcoin.
That's why we're entering year one of the crypto renaissance.
Year
and
one?
You have a choice to make. Cling to the past or embrace the future.
I know what I'm doing.
Divest billions of dollars and slow your growth rate. Invest billions of dollars and accelerate your growth rate.
That's crazy. Let me pull this up here. Where was this? Yeah, that was the one. Boom. Stock performance. Or, oh, that's MicroStrategies. Okay. Bitcoin. Okay. So, performance since August 2020, when MicroStrategy adopted its Bitcoin strategy. Where are we at? So, the baseline is the S&P. Real estate does less well than that. Gold does less well than that. Bonds do less well than that. The S&P is outperformed by the Magnificent Seven, which is like your FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, Google, Microsoft, all that, Amazon. And then Bitcoin, 48% a year or since then, or I'm not sure exactly. And then MicroStrategy as a stock has outperformed the Magnificent Seven, of which Nvidia is leading all of them by a large margin, by 3,000%. That's incredible. Just by holding Bitcoin and letting you get it. And then these ETFs and these countries and all this goodness here, private companies, right? This is, like he said, year one. No audio. Did I mute myself? No audio? It might just be you. I'm seeing audio. Let me do a little test. No audio? Yeah, I hear me. Did I mute myself? I did not mute myself. No audio? Yes, audio. It might just be you. It is just you. I'm seeing audio. You ever had a conversation with yourself on YouTube? That was crazy. I'm sorry, Butters. What did you do? Did you hear anything that Michael Saylor told you? We're tripping out over here, Mr. Butters. I don't know what you did there. Steak and Shake, replying to Michael Saylor, once you all have Bitcoin, I'll go back to the future. What does that mean? Every single person on Earth? He'll go back to the future? Look at that Bitcoin DeLorean. That's really cool. Little yellow vest.
Support for Bitcoin
Whoa, whoa,
is
whoa,
surging.
whoa, whoa. We already heard that. Steak and Shake would like to remind Michael Saylor, before you go, remember to stop off at Steak and Shake to fuel up on tallow fries. That's wild. Okay, this is pretty cool here. Just in, 3 hours ago, Texas Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill has passed the House, second reading by a vote of 105 to 23. And look at that, that's pretty cool. So Texas is one step closer. Okay, so the Arizona House. I don't know what I'm looking at. Why are there duplicates? Arizona House, Arizona House. I don't know what I'm looking at. But Texas is getting closer. Montana, look at that, a couple steps away. North Carolina, a step away. I'm waiting to see Florida on there. Oh, come on, DeSantis, where are you at? Link, this little lady right here, she says, or they, or whoever, I don't know, this is what my soul seeks, not Dubai. I mean, you know, Dubai would be interesting, but I don't know if I've ever been in a desert. Come to think of it. I walked in the desert with a horse with no name. But other than that, I don't think I've been in a desert. Alright, so apparently, I don't know what the heck happened. I gotta watch Mr. Charlie Hoskinson, but apparently somebody's pissing him off. I am absolutely disgusted by the conduct of the crypto media. Hopefully he's not talking about me. Any semblance of objective or fair reporting has been thrown out the window in favor of maximally viral clickbait. Even him telling you you're an asshole is like a level above anybody else just saying, hey, you're an asshole. He's like, it's just so smart. The facts are that every party connected to the ADA voucher redemption has publicly stated that there is no fraud. No allegations came from any law enforcement, regulatory body, lawsuit, or buyer. The person alleging misconduct has no connection or inside knowledge of the sale or the process. And there is an audit underway from the BDO to explain the sale. I don't even know what they're talking about, personally. I've kind of been out of it for a day or two. Any creditable, yes, had it right the first time. Any creditable media agency, given these facts, would understand that it is fundamentally irresponsible to propagate news suggesting the possibility of massive theft. The headlines I've seen are beyond damaging. They will require months, if not years of work and millions of dollars to undo post-audit. If you participated in this insanity, then know that you're scum. You hurt people. There it is. You're scum. That's his way of saying it. You hurt people. Well, that really sucks. I'll have to check out his YouTube and see what the heck he talking about. Let's see. Let's see if he's got a video about it. Oh, there he is. Resilience on the other side. Of course, it's going to be like 30 minutes long.
Hi, this is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Buenos Aires, whatever the fuck we're going to call it. It's been a goddamn 2 weeks, hadn't it? You know, I've been on the road for a while. I started in Gillette. Well, actually, there was some small town I was at, Eastern Wyoming, where I spoke at a graduation for Eastern Wyoming College. Went up to Gillette, did a bunch of Gillette stuff, then went up to Consensus in Toronto and had a lot of fun there, and then flew down here to Buenos Aires to open up our office. It's a beautiful office. It's got a ton of room for 100 people. Google used to have it. It's one of the nicest areas of Buenos Aires. You have a beautiful view of the water, the icebreakers in the distance. Holy moly. You know, it's just been, it's been just wild.
He looks tired.
You know, maybe my expectations are too high of the industry as a whole and the maturity of the industry as a whole. I thought maybe, just maybe, we could escape what has become of our political discourse. When I was growing up, you had to have some momentum.
I have no idea what's going on.
Before you accuse someone of being a criminal. And
Okay, so apparently some crap has gone down. But we're about to get another hourly candle, so y'all can go and watch this on your own. Resilience and the other side. Oh, my lights just turned on, but I don't know what's going on with my power, but my power reset again today. Oh, it's a little down candle. Look how cute. Alright, well that sucks. Let's finish looking at our market sentiment. So apparently somebody slighted Charles Hoskinson, and that sucks. They're accusing him of being a thief, of which I am certain he is not. So there you have it. While I'm fussing here, let me fuss with my lights and put them back on the correct color setting. Hey, speaking of Cardano, our favorite, Cardano will enable Bitcoin DeFi on May 27th. Are you ready? Is this taking long enough or what? Where are we at? Is it Dreamlike or is it Aurora? Nope, it's not Aurora. Aurora. Where is it? Where is it? Dreamlike. Come on. Life. Dreamlike. There we go. Alright, back to my color scheme. That's next week, y'all. That is next week. So is that going to be the IOG version of Bitcoin OS or what? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, this is pretty cool. I really don't like when people post their children on social media, but I'm glad they're, covering them up and stuff like that. That's like a whole nother level of privacy that you're breaching. Holy sats, Batman. It doesn't say Batman there, but I inserted it. My 7-year-old scored $20 from the Tooth Fairy. Nice. Hitting $90 in savings. Then he blew my mind. Dad, I'm all in on Bitcoin. What a freaking smart kid. His idea, wow, we got a Jade and a green wallet from Blockstream. He wrote his seed phrase like a boss, and I sold him sats for cash. No KYC, LOL. Pure fire. Love. That's really cool. Really heartwarming. It's good to see the younger generation adopting this technology, because the kids that I talk to at school, some of them have no idea what it is, and they're curious. Some of them already have an opinion, and it's negative. And you know what? That's okay. But they'll figure it out. Everybody needs to figure it out on their own, at their own time. Alright, so I'm betting that this little baby red candle maybe does something like this. It's in between some upwards motion. I'm not going to sit around here and wait for it to break all-time high, because we may be here for another month. I don't think so. I hope not. Knock on wood. Oh, wait, I got wood right here. In case you're wondering. A little piece of wood. Piece of a cello. We could be waiting forever. But not forever, but longer than I'm willing to wait tonight. Because, I got to get up and go back to work in the morning. Unfortunately. But it happens. It's almost summer. So, there we go. Hey, remember when Germany sold all their Bitcoin? That was wild. At $58,000 a piece. Germany's Bitcoin holdings would be worth $5.2 billion if they hadn't sold at 58K. Missing out on $2.3 billion in profit. Oh, I guess they didn't sell all of it, but that's okay. They sold 50,000 Bitcoin. Hey, good for them. I'm sure the money went to good use, right? Governments know how to spend money, right? Markets evolve, and so do minds. That's JP Diamond, I think. The banker dude. 2017. Old man yells at coin. 2025. Old man stops yelling at coin. And now lets people buy it through his bank. Alright, this is pretty interesting. We're going to wrap it up here soon, but I just want to hit a couple more. More Americans now own more Bitcoin than they do gold. So 37 million Americans own gold. 50 million Americans own Bitcoin. So does that tell you where people believe in things. And this is according to River, which is, I think is an exchange. I'm not sure. Okay, this is interesting. The top 13, which is a fun number, top 13 holders of Bitcoin. Mr. Anderson. Okay, I don't know who that is. I guess that's this dude. I can't believe I've dropped to number 10 in Bitcoin holdings. Well, it just shows how quickly an industry is growing. Satoshi Nakamoto has 1,123,500 Bitcoin. BlackRock, well behind, has 636,108. Binance, Strategy, Grayscale, that is not spelled correctly. I don't think so. Fidelity, the U.S. government. Oh, come on, step it up, guys. What are we doing? Look at that. China's right behind us. We need to buy 1 million Bitcoin, just like Trump said. Boom, get us up there. Number 2, we need it. Why are we not doing this? Upbit, Mr. Anderson, whoever that is, Bitfinex, Kraken, and Robinhood. You know what I don't see on that list? Let me know what you don't see on that list. I don't see Coinbase. And I'm pretty sure they have... Pretty sure. I saw another list where it said they had a bunch. Huh, that's interesting. Thank you, Satoshi. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are. Speaking of him, look at these. So I showed you these. Those were the test prints, I guess. The test print went great. Adding some final improvements. That'll be testing this week. Looks I'm on track. Looks like I'm on track to post a model and start stocking up this weekend. Looks even cooler with an LED underlight. That is really cool. I'll have to download that file and print myself one. That's really cool. Okay, so we looked at that. We are not fans of Jamie Dimon because Jamie Dimon is not fans of us. This was just the other day and now he is, I guess. I don't know. Bitcoin's a cult. The dollar. Literally Illuminati. Okay, anyway. Okay. Being debanked pushed the Trump family towards crypto. The banks made the biggest mistake of their lives. Ooh, North Korea currently holds 13,562 Bitcoin, worth approximately 1.42 billion. They're the 5th largest government holder of Bitcoin. That's crazy. Yeah, we're going to end it here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We don't need that. We need that. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit here. Okay, yep, we saw most of this stuff. Let's look here. This is basically where we need to leave off right here. Because this is what it's been the last couple of days here. Are we there yet? Let me turn this silly chart back into... I don't even know how to do that. My chart somehow switched to... Because I looked at the hash rate, and the hash rate was in a line instead of... Oh, is this it? Chart type, there it is. Hashi candles. Give me the Hashis. There we go. We're still just kind of sitting. Did that? Oh. It looks really good on a weekly chart, by the way. Oh, look what we have here. What did I tell you? We're flipping. We are flipping in. That little red candle. Do I not have any music playing? Listen how boring I am. Let's put on my... Oh, it already is on. Alright, we're going to sign it off here. Because I ain't waiting for Bitcoin forever. I got stuff to do. Like sleep. Alright, Bitcoin. You cook. You do your thing. And we're just going to sit here and watch you. I would totally just leave this up. But I don't know if I need to do that. Check out our Discord if you want to be in the loop of all the information going on with the HODL Harmonians. Check out my Patreon because I post all of my stuff here. I just posted another one. Look at it. All of the information that I use on stream, I post it up on my Patreon. I'm going to obviously add some more things, but we're just building that up. So become a part of the conversation on Discord. join me if you want to support my work and help me be more closer to my goal of financial independence. Just a small contribution, you can help me achieve that goal. A couple of things that you should do. Number 1, be a good human to this person in the mirror. That is the only person who really matters. Number 2, be kind and courteous to all other people, humans, even if they don't deserve it. I just started saying that today on my other stream. Even if they don't deserve it, it throws them off. And you may actually convert them to your side if you're just nice. So be nice. Number 3, be respectful of all earthlings, big and small. Number 4, stay hydrated. Your body is mostly water. Get your daily dose. I keep forgetting if there's a number 5. I think the other one has a number 5. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I'll make up a number 5. Sometimes I won't. Things you can do to help out this channel. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe button. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. Number 4, and let's get serious. Hey, he's back. Welcome back. I'm just getting off here. Because look, we ain't doing nothing. I forgot to sign off with my sign off over here. Hit the like button. Smash the subscribe. Poke the notification bell. And most importantly, let's get serious for a minute. Share this video with all your friends. All the non-believers. Oh, hey, good thing you got headphones that you can change the cable out. I don't have it on here. That's fancy. That's pretty cool. I like that. I wholeheartedly support that. But you can go ahead and back this up. What I found out when I was rewatching my music stream, I am way better at 2x speed. And you get done in half the time. So that's kind of fun. Win-win for everybody. So yeah, I'm way more fun at 2x speed. 4x speed, you can't really understand what I'm saying because it's just like chipmunks. But the music channel especially is really funny at 2x speed because you hear me just going blah, 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 on the piano, and it's really funny. So if you need a little pick-me-up, go watch Durante's House of Music in 2x speed. It'll only take you like 20 minutes. All right. So yeah. Number 4, share this video with all your friends. All the non-believers. All the people who are skeptical. Share them. People on the random street. Random people on the regular street. Whatever. And number 5. Join the conversation on Discord. As well as becoming a Patreon. A patron on Patreon. That's new, so I'm still kind of fumbling over the words. All right, friends. We are 1 hour and 10 minutes. And that's a little bit longer than I was anticipating, but that is okay. I was fully expecting us to break all-time highs today. The day is not over yet, so hop in the Discord channel for the latest updates, where if I see something, I will post it up there, and you will see it too. So, that's number 5. Number 6, I'm just adding numbers now. Number 1, number 21 million. You see what I did there? Have a great night. See you next time. Oh my god, I forgot my suit. That's it. Let's do the whole stream all over again.